All right, everyone, it's time for a little bit of a the fix is in situation with the debates between Trump and Biden because the moderator of the first debate, which is going to be hosted by Fox, is going to be Chris Wallace. Now, Chris Wallace is not exactly an unbiased individual when it comes to these two, as we've seen when he's speaking with Trump, when he's interviewing him or whatever. It's basically hardball time. When he talks to Joe Biden, that doesn't happen. There is no significant grilling. One of the biggest problems about various pundits and figures within analysis and news is when they do challenge Biden, they never follow through. It was like that time when they were talking about his senatorial records there, and they pressured him. I think it was Joe and Mika doing this. He gets pressured a little bit, clearly is stumbling, and they immediately take a step back because they don't want him to stumble further. So they're actively aiding and abetting the Biden campaign. That being said, I don't think that's meaningful. It's not, in my opinion, going to be meaningful as far as changing the trajectory of the first debate, which I expect Trump to do well in. I think I would be surprised if Biden doesn't make several small mistakes. The problem is that the threshold for Biden being declared to have done well is so massively low, it's already been a thing. It's like when he gave his acceptance speech, and that one dude on MSNBC was chuckling about it, and people are like, well, why are you all giggling about the acceptance speech? It wasn't bad, was it? Yeah, we're congratulating him for not fucking up. That's the problem. The expectation level for Biden is so massively low that I see even people that I absolutely know they will vote for Biden. They do support Biden, whether or not they're particularly enthusiastic. They're a supporter of him, but they don't expect him to do well at the debate. Trump would have to almost try to lose any of the debates, really. I think that's also a risk for him because there's always that, maybe 1% chance that Biden does just well enough to be actually conceived of as a victor. Biden's big goal at the first debate is to show people he's not insane. Trump's big goal at the first debate is actually to put out several platform proposals and attack Biden's. Trump actually has to do something. Will Chris Wallace be unbiased enough to allow him to do that? No. The Fox News debate format, for multiple elections anyway, has been all helter-skelter to begin with, regardless of who the candidates are. Fox News' debate format is basically asking a question, letting the candidates talk over each other, and then attempting to follow up with the candidate that Fox likes less and ask them 4 or 5 other questions in rapid succession, giving them 20 seconds to respond. That's basically what it boils down to, and Chris Wallace is going to do this. I expect fully that Chris Wallace will antagonize Trump, will hardball him, and then if he hardballs Biden at all, which is not exactly clearly going to happen, the cat's trying to clumber around the webcam again. Now, if that happens at all, there won't be a follow-up, and Trump will probably call out. Watch, there will probably be a moment during the first debate where Trump says something regarding network bias or Chris Wallace being biased, or liberal media bias against him or something, and then Chris Wallace will become incredulous, chuckle, and he'll do that smarmy smirk thing that he does, and then he'll allude to it being a conspiracy theory or something like that. Hopefully Trump has a follow-up. You can look at studies that were conducted even by the legacy media itself on other legacy media and the massively lopsided coverage. Drag one of those out, memorize it, do the Marco Roboto thing, where you have the scripted 10-second line, as Chris Christie famously pointed out there, destroying his political aspirations in the process. Do that, because then you can attack the moderator, and even if Trump doesn't manage to do a particularly great job, it won't matter to his core fans. Also, you expect Trump would be very wise in the first debate to be very high energy. He should come out swinging. That's what his fans want. Red meat to the base. Just don't get so fiery that you do what Biden does and challenge somebody to a push-up contest. It'd be funny if Biden does that to Chris Wallace, actually. And considering Chris Wallace's physical condition, Biden probably could do more sit-ups than him. It'd be really funny to see. It's going to be funny. The optics are going to be, and apparently it will be an in-person debate. It's going to be a standard debate, except I don't think there's going to be a full audience in attendance. Which is sad because you could have Tara Reid there in the front row. If they're going to have any audience at all, definitely she should have a reserved seat. That'd be fun. Front and center, right behind the moderator. But it's going to be funny because essentially the debate is going to be 2 old dudes up on stage, both of which have odd verbal proclivities. Biden has Alzheimer's and a stutter, supposedly. Trump has a very incoherent speaking style when he's off the cuff. He tends to ramble and meander around. It's going to be great. It's going to be the great. I'm definitely tuning in. Of course, I'll probably be on the Amsterdam time zone. I don't know what that means as far as my sleep schedule that day, but yeah, I'll be watching the debate, and I might do a live response. I might be live streaming while I'm watching the debate. Of course, unfortunately, I can't show any of you the actual debate footage without getting a copyright strike, so what I'll do is I'll just have my fucking headphones on and I'll be live reacting, and then I'll have a link to whichever one I'm watching, probably the Right Side Broadcasting Network or something. I'm not going to watch like CNN. I hope that Fox doesn't make it exclusive. Somebody hopefully will piggyback the stream or something, because Fox, of course, is dumb. And also one of my competitors, technically. It's funny when people assume, when I criticize Biden, like on Twitter, like, oh, you're just a Fox News viewer, you're a zombie. Why would I be watching Fox of all the networks? They're the one that I most compete with because of my particular political views. I'm not competing for the far left viewers of CNN. They're not gonna fucking watch my shit. Are you fucking crazy? So this is going to be great. Chriswallace, one of the least palatable pundits. I think they should have just brought back, what's her name there? The one that shot off to a different network and destroyed her career, Megyn Kelly or whatever it is. The one that Trump was talking about blood coming out of her wherever. They should have just gotten her back from retirement. Have you even heard about her lately? Did she retire? Nobody even knows. It's funny because I think they screwed her on a contract deal. She was like, oh, well, I'm going to be the big name of the network and make all the money. And unfortunately, another one with Trump derangement syndrome who now has basically disappeared. They should get Bill O'Reilly back from retirement, maybe, because from making a shitty podcast. He has a YouTube channel. Bill O'Reilly's basically a YouTuber now, and it's the funniest thing ever. That's about all. Peace out.